really cool how whoops. Oh. Alright, so as I was saying, guys, welcome back to the CoolFigurez channel. I'm your host, Jesse the Bat Madrigal, aka the Buff Collector, and today we are going to be taking a look at the FWOOSH Toys Basic Green Ninjas. But first, if you're new, then welcome. This channel is all about cool action figures, analyzing them, hunting them, taking pics of them, and of course, playing with them. I upload new content constantly throughout the week, so make sure you hit that bell icon so you stay notified when I do upload new videos. And if you guys want to support the channel in any way, all I ask is that you guys watch my videos from start to finish, as well as going ahead and hitting that like button if you're enjoying the video that you're watching. And if you haven't already, go ahead and check out those Amazon affiliate links linked down below. There you'll find all sorts of cool figure stuff associated to toy photography and so much more. And join me every Sunday for Coffee and Toys, a weekly toy news toy talk podcast where we will go over all the week's toy news, reveals, pre-orders, releases, and so much more. I have also recently decided to start selling my toy photography as prints, so if you guys are interested, DM me on Instagram at CoolFigurez or Epic Shots by CoolFigurez. As always, the information on this channel is intended for adult collectors and not children. Thank you so much to this channel sponsor, FWOOSH Store. Check them out for all your Funko Pop, anime, and Pokemon card needs, and of course use code CoolFigurez at checkout for 10% off your order. FWOOSH Store, check them out, guys. So with all of that out of the way, once again we're going to be taking a look at the FWOOSH Toys Articulated Icons, the Feudal series Basic Green Ninjas. So guys, I recently acquired a Mezco Gomez, and not just any Mezco Gomez, but the clan of the Golden Dragon Mezco Gomez, which is essentially a ninja version of the Mezco Gomez, and I realized I had nobody for him to go up against, so I definitely needed some army building ninjas. And perfect timing, the FWOOSH Toys was actually having a sale at the time, and that's why I was able to pick up 4 guys for really cheap compared to what they actually go for. And in fact, they're actually still having a sale right now, so if you guys are interested and you guys enjoy these figures, go and check them out immediately because they are on sale right now. Originally, these guys were $40, guys, but on sale, they're $11.99. Can you believe that? These guys are amazing for $11.99. I mean, they come with a lot, so for $34 it's a great price, but with them being like non-actual franchise characters, I personally wouldn't pay that much. So $11.99 for these guys is perfect in my opinion, and honestly, after messing around with them, taking some photography with them, $11.99 is the perfect price for them. Anything higher is kind of just a little too high in my opinion. Honestly, I'd be happy around the 20 to 25 mark if that was regular price, but I understand cost of plastic and everything has gone up for, recently and everything, so things are more pricey. But like I said, for $11.99 these guys were a definite easy pickup. So before we even start to look at what these guys come with, I did want to pull the box forward and take a look at it. I don't usually show off boxes, but with this being a small toy company, mainly being from the FWOOSH Toys, it's not a Hasbro company, it's not a NECA or anything. It's really a small time YouTube channel that was not a small time YouTube channel. They're a really big YouTube channel, but in terms of toy making, they're a small producer of toys, and they were able to give us some great army building ninjas, and I also recently acquired a Mezco Gomez Hazard Squad, and I realized I needed some military army builders, and I really wish FWOOSH Toys did some military army builders maybe in the future, but until then I actually ordered some other stuff or some other guys that will stand in as military guys for him to fight, which you guys will probably see next week here on the channel. But this week we are going to be taking a look at the Green Ninjas. So like I was saying, I am going to bring the box forward so we can take a look at it, because like I said, with it being not a typical box and everything, being that it's not from Hasbro or NECA or anything, you guys probably haven't seen it. So, and they also did put a lot of good effort into this packaging, and even though I am an open box collector, and these are meant to be open because they're meant to be put in displays and used as army builders for toy photography and all that, they did still put a lot of effort into this packaging. So starting at the top, it does say Articulated Icons, the Feudal series right there. At the very bottom you get the Basic Ninja, and in parentheses, green. So we'll take a look at that in a sec. On the back, you do get a nice little story and a look at the other characters. So I'll go ahead and, I don't usually do this, but I'll go ahead and read this for you guys, and I'll try my voiceover voice for you guys. Silent shadows hold unseen danger. Still whispers the fatal strike. Between breaths, between blinks, the ninja makes his home. A nightmare apparition that means death to those he seeks. In times long past or futures unwritten, these invisible assassins stalk their prey, draped in the stillness of night, leaving only mystery in their passage. Beware the darkness that lay between myth and legend. The ninja is there. Immortal warriors that live only for the bloodlust of battle. The great ninja clan is the most feared opponent. Where the others fight their wars in the light, the ninja owns the shadows. But when the ninja master is betrayed and murdered by unknown assailants, the great ninja clan is split apart. What was once one is now many. And so that's basically the backstory to why you get a basic brown ninja, a basic green ninja, basic gray ninja, and basic purple ninja. So a little backstory for these guys, and I do really appreciate all that they put into it. And on the side right here, you get, the basic green ninja's motto or mantra. I do not fear death. We are old friends, Death and I. His face is known to me. My skills are considerable. I face death bravely, without fear, without hesitation. I do not shriek from fear's embrace. I face him willingly. I stare death in the eyes. I let him see the depths of my soul, that we may truly know each other. If death wishes to take me, death would know he had fought a ninja. He would know the touch of my blade. Death would bleed before he could claim me. I could accept an honorable death. I would welcome it as reward for a life fought well. But I promise you, death will not be the end of my story. So that's pretty cool, guys. Like I said, that's really cool how they... Whoops. Oh. Alright, so as I was saying, guys, so take 3, as I was saying, that's really cool that they put those backstories on the boxes to give us a little more insight into these characters. So that's really cool. And as you can see, it does originally retail for $39.50. So for $11.99, it is definitely worth the price because these guys come with so many accessories. As you can see, you can get so many different looks from them. So not only do you get some great army builders, but you can put them in a lot of different looks and whatnot. So it's really cool that basically you get multiple figures with your purchase in a sense because of everything they come with and all the different looks that you can achieve out of them. Now, the one thing I am going to mention is the joints. They are pretty loose. I'm not going to lie. As you can see, I am having difficulty standing this guy because every time I actually put him down, his weight kind of buckles his joints kind of buckle under the pressure, and as you can see, he's just not balancing too well. So that's why I say for $11.99, great price. $39, not so much. But these guys are still cool despite that, nonetheless. But you are going to have to really mess with them because, like I said, their joints are pretty loose and flimsy. Not going to lie. But for what you pay, that's pretty good, and considering they're not, Hasbro, Mattel, NECA, or anything like that, that's really good. And like I said, they do come with a lot of accessories, so you can definitely get any kind of look you want to get. So as you can see, I have basically them all in as many looks as you can get these 4 into, and there's actually quite a few more that you can add, which I can probably go into if I remember while I'm talking about it. So let's go ahead and start taking a look at everything these guys come with. So first off, let's start with the heads. So these guys do come with two different heads, one in package and one alternate head. The one in package that they come with is this modern looking ninja head right here, where it's basically just a, typical modern looking slick, ninja mask. The eyes are all white out, which is really cool. That's one thing I did notice on these guys, is the eyes are all whited out. So it just looks really cool on these guys. They don't look human, but they are. And if you really want to, you can go and just, add some pupils and whatnot if it bugs you that much. But I think they look really cool without them. So the second head sculpt that you do get is this more classic looking ninja head, where he has more of a wrap over his head, and it's not just one piece. He has a bandana and then something wrapped around his head, and the back does also have the little twist tie, or the little tie that he uses to keep it all together on the back. So these heads can be used in any of these figures, so you can have them all with the modern head, or all with the classic head, or as you have them here with a mixture of both. You do also get a hood to put onto the figures, so that's pretty cool. And if you don't want the hood, you could either do it without the hood like this, or you could do it like this, where it looks like he has the hood down, but it's still there, and it is a separate piece that they give you. So that is awesome, guys. Like I said, so many different choices on how to make your ninjas look. Now, next up with that would be their, I guess, weapon holder, or, the thing they have right here. So while some of them just have the wraparound, they do give you the option of both with these figures. So all these figures do come with the option of just using the typical traditional sword belt sheath to hold the sword on the back, or you can go with the more modern tactical vest looking thing. And to get this on, you basically just take the arms off, pop the head off, and slide it on, basically. These figures are basically made to be kit bashed, and they do sell a separate accessory set of different colored arms. So these guys are made to basically be taken apart and customized in different ways. So don't feel weird or bad about taking the arms off to put the tactical, I don't even know what to call this. It's not even a vest, but this thing on there, because it's okay. They're meant to be taken apart and used like that. So in terms of weapons, they do come with three different weapons, actually. They come with a throwing dagger right here, as well as two swords. They do come in sheaths, and these sheaths do remove from the two sheath holder right there. The plug right there does plug in either to the top of the back or the bottom of the back of the waist, and it comes with a short sword and a long sword. So you get two different sizes in swords. They both get their own sheath, as you can see. One's short, one's long. So yeah, that is basically it when it comes to accessories, but that is not all that they come with. They still have their multitude of hands, and when I say multitude, I mean multitude. So they do come with a pair, of course, of fist hands, because of course ninjas get down with their fists, and these things are pretty well detailed. You can see veins running up the side of the hands right there. Super cool. So they do also come with a pair of karate chop open hands, in a sense, like this that this guy's wearing right here. So really cool, and like I said, super detailed, super nice. For $11.99, can't get any better than that. And last but certainly not least, they of course come with a pair of C-gripping sword hands, so you can hold either the throwing dagger or the katanas in the hands, and they do each get a pair of those. So that is actually it when it comes to accessories, although there is one other thing that they do. FWOOSH Toys does give you that is really cool. Much like NECA, they do provide you a accessory bag right here, so you can put all the accessories. In fact, they put all the accessories in here for you. They're all rolled up in the packaging behind the figure, so it's all nicely done, and it does say Articulated Icons, the Feudal series, much like the Mezco bags say Mezco. So that is really cool. Like I said, guys, for it being from a small business, small toy company, sort of speaking, these guys are amazing, despite their small flaws of having somewhat loose joints. As you can see, they do hold their poses, and they can be posed up into some really cool poses. They do have some really cool articulation. So yeah, with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and pull one of them forward, this guy being the easiest one, and take a closer look. So From the head down, they're basically the same all around. Not basically, they are, but like I said, you can swap the heads out. As you can see, there's a peg hole at the top of the back, or in the middle of the back, as well right there on his hip, right, or on the back of his hip right there. And that's where you can plug in the sword. Let me just go ahead and show you guys real quick. So you can plug the swords in down here. So you can have them back here, or you can plug it up back here so it's on his back. So whatever you want to do. So either way, these guys are just super cool. And honestly, for, like I said, for $11.99, they're really detailed, really nice. They're not plain in a sense. Like, you can see all these nice wrinkles in the ninja outfit and whatnot. So it is just really nicely done. And like I said, green is my favorite color, which is why I went with the green ninja opposed to any of the other colors. They did have like some navy blue or dark shadow gray, which were really cool, but I couldn't pass up these green ninjas. They were just too cool. So with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at this guy's articulation. So looking at his head, he can look all the way to the right, all the way to the left. He can look down. Whoops. Go ahead and take all this off so it's easier to mess with. He can look down that much. He can look up really well. In terms of head tilt, not too much head tilt. His arms do go all the way out, so you can do a nice T-pose. 360 rotation at the shoulder. No butterfly joint. Rotation at the bicep right there. Double hinge elbows, so he can go in all the way there. Rotation at the ball wrist joint, up and down, in and out, however you want it. Just have to twist and turn it and push it and position it however you want, much like a Mesco. So he does twist at the middle of the waist. He does twist at the bottom of the waist. He does have a decent ab crunch downwards that way, and he does have a decent backwards ab crunch that way. Looking at his leg articulation, he can be the captain. In fact, these guys can be their own cheerleading squad. He does come with a thigh swivel at the top. He does kick all the way forward. You do some nice cool ninja poses with this guy. Nice high kick. He does kick back that far. Double hinge knees allows him to almost kick his own butt. Oh, you do get a boot cut at the top of the boot right there. His ankles... Whoops. His ankles do go all the way down, do go all the way up, and you do, of course, get a ball rocker hinge joint at the bottom right there. So basically, all that's missing is a butterfly joint and toe articulation, but honestly, you guys can make do without him. As you can see, you don't really need the butterfly joint with these guys since they're so articulated in the elbows and everything and everywhere else that, you know, you kind of don't miss the butterfly joint. But, and same with the toe articulation. I'm not the biggest fan of toe articulation. I'm not saying I hate it, but if a figure doesn't have it, a figure doesn't have it. It's not the biggest deal to me. But yeah, guys, I definitely love these guys, and I have already started to use them in a lot of my toy photography, and they are so much fun, and they fit in so well with basically any franchise that fights ninjas in a sense. So that's really cool. It's just to have some basic green army building ninjas, you know, no attachment to any franchise, you know. And sometimes it's cool to have figures that are attached to a franchise, but it's also cool to have some that aren't, and it gives you that liberty, that freedom to have your creativity go wild. You can literally do, I mean, not that you can't do anything with the other figures, but in a sense, when you do have franchise figures, it kind of puts you in a box, whether or not you think about it or try to be in that box, which is why I personally love crossover toy photography pics so much, because, you know, you see two things that you love in the same picture interacting, and you're just like, wow, you know, I never thought of these two characters coming together, but seeing this, it sparks something, a special feeling within you. So having army builders that can fit in anywhere, like I said, into any display, diorama, or toy photography is really cool to have. So with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and take a look at some really cool pics that I took of these guys, and then we'll be right back. Thank you so much for sticking to the end of this video. If you enjoyed those pics, you can find the full images over on Instagram at CoolFigurez, and I do have a separate Instagram account for my more thought out, planned out, more edited pics called Epic Shots by CoolFigurez. Check it out if you like what you see. Let me a follow there as well. And if you guys want to see the unboxing of these guys or any other figures I do reviews on for the channel, check me out on TikTok at CoolFigurez. Because when I get a new toy, guys, I am like a child and I cannot wait to rip it open, so I don't wait to set up my YouTube studio. No, I just record it on my phone real quick and throw it up on TikTok. So check me out at CoolFigurez. And as I stated at the beginning of this video, I have decided to start selling my toy photography as prints, so if you guys are interested, DM me at CoolFigurez or Epic Shots by CoolFigurez on Instagram. And once again, guys, join me every Sunday morning for Coffee and Toys, a weekly toy news, toy talk podcast where we will go over all the latest and great toy news, reveals, pre-orders, releases, and so much more. And once again, guys, thank you so much to this channel sponsor, FWOOSH Store. Check them out for your Funko Pop, anime, and Pokemon card needs. And of course, use code CoolFigurez at checkout for 10% off your order. FWOOSH Store, check them out. With that being said, guys, if you did enjoy this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. But whether or not you're a subscriber, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to listen to me talk about toys. I really do appreciate it. As always, I'm your host, Jesse the Bat Madrigal, aka the Buff Collector, and I will talk to you guys in the next video.